Hey there, and welcome back to the Train of Thought, an educational Monster Train series where we talk for a moment about my upcoming new player guides. Yeah, this is a cool new idea I've had recently, and by the time you actually hear this, given the fact that I'm recording this a week or so out, I may have actually already recorded one and put one up, but maybe not. I still have to do some fleshing out, but in the wake of the Nintendo Switch launch for the game, hooray, by the way, welcome if you're coming from that. I think that there is a current lack of DLC specific game guides to this game directed at new players. I feel like there's a significant number of them directed at advanced players on my channel and elsewhere. Commentaries based on things like tier lists and everyone's ideas for the next cool video series. And I think that ultimately new players kind of get left in the dust a little bit. And there's more that we could even talk to them about than what we're thinking. I think the obvious choice is that everyone says the first thing you should talk to a new player about is draw priority. Obviously, it's probably the part of the tutorial in this game most lacking. It needs to be said somewhere, of course, but it's not being said. So it is what it is. That one I think is an obvious one. But I have some other ideas for other episodes and guides in the guide series, more directed at new players that I think will be particularly useful. So I'm going to start putting pen to paper and coming up with those ideas, fleshing them out a little bit, and then hopefully recording them and getting them on the channel. The hope being that they're going to be shorter than my other guides that have tended towards being almost as long as a regular episode of the game. They're very comprehensive, right? They're going to be giving a lot of information and a lot of nuanced insight. I don't think new players need all that. They need the basics. They need information on X does Y. This is good because reason, and then they can kind of go from that. I also think they're more likely to watch them if they're like an 18-minute video instead of a 45-minute plus video. So I think that's going to be better for that audience. Obviously, if you're already watching my channel, you're probably not a new player. Let me know if you are, actually. That would be really nice to know. If you're newer to the game or joined recently, hit me up with a comment and let me know that you are, because that'll be helpful to me. I'm also interested if any of the veterans, those people already watching this channel for purposes of like win streaks and being effective and good at the game, let me know if you have any ideas for things that you think a new player would benefit from, particularly things that you think you would have benefited from if when you were new to the game that just simply wasn't there. So yeah, I think that's much I need to say about that. It's a cool idea, and I'm looking forward to doing it and hopefully giving back to the community in a little sense there. So yeah. Other stuff, if you're looking at this, we are playing just a generic old run of the game. We're playing just wins of regular Covenant 25. I am continuing my win streak with no mods enabled other than cosmetic stuff. And what are we at? Let's see. Yeah, we did Prince last run. And so number 75, or rather number 76 actually. Yeah, numbers are hard. Was an Overgorger run where I fed an Overgorger. It got tiny with minor refraction, and I duped it multiple times, and then ultimately put it behind the Prince with Furnace Tap on repeat, thanks to an Impish Scholar and Holdover Perils of Production, and had a good time of it. It was a very weird run that there's one thing I really want to call attention to from it, and that is that it was very weak at low shards and very strong at high shards. I think it's a run that would have lost if I had gone to 100 shards into the Divinity, but it won because I went to 160 shards. I actually think the sweet spot was 145 on that run, but I went the extra 15 just in case we saw one of those 150 shard relics. We didn't, sadly, but it is what it is. A very interesting run. Much harder than I was hoping to see this early in my 25 to getting to 100. But who knows? Maybe we'll get some nice high rolls here. Our goal, we are playing Covenant 25 with Divine Victories. No restarts, rotating random rule set. In order to get me up to 100, I'm playing until I lose or until I reach a win streak of 100 here. And so hopefully I get there. Afterwards, I'll be turning on a mod in order to just disable win streaks altogether. That lets me be a little less stressed about these runs because, this is kind of how my brain works. Neurochemistry is fun. So yeah, we're on Sentient now, moving up from Prince. with random, Covenant 25, no modifiers. And as I said in the last episode, like, comment, and subscribe if you're interested in that kind of thing and you're not already doing it. And let's dig in. Alright, hope you're all doing well today. I'm having a good one. Watched some videos on Discord earlier with the crew. Good times. We watched Edge of Tomorrow and Dread, the recent one. And both bangers. I'm a big fan of those movies. I had seen them before, so they were not new to me, but it was still good catching up on them. And that's about as much as I've done fun today. So yeah, let's play some Monster Train. I'm into this. We are default Awoken with a default Wurmkin. We have Plating Sealed Daedalus, Spell Shield Fell, and Diligent Seraph with Wildwood Sap Bogfly and Wildwood Custodian. It's an interesting start. Wurmkin makes this interesting. Sentient in general tends towards being a little weak in the early game. Her HP stat is not particularly impressive. You're looking for decent healing. 2 Wildwood Saps essentially means you cannot lose the early game. I think you just body Daedalus off of the back of this, but it falls off pretty hard in the late game. It could work though, right? With 2 of these, maybe I see a Spreading Spores that's infused or something and we can do some fun things. Classically a sweeper or something behind a cultivating sentient, or maybe this ends up being spikes and we go from there. The bogflies also make our early game very strong. I could be a little aggressive here. Oh. Advanced Prototype makes the early game absolutely free, and it's significantly better than Temper Talisman. I should clarify, Temper Talisman is okay simply because 5 heals on restores are pretty legit. But fractures don't benefit. There's really no reason to take that. We'll just take Advanced Prototype and have a free time of it. Cultivating and spikes here. And it's interesting. We could go a lot of different things here. We have a lot of flexibility. Could be, it's a Wurmkin banner on the steel side, and then another Merchant of Steel with a Pyre Remains here on ring 3. I think you could reasonably go either one of these and do fine. It's pretty unlikely I do something with Sweeper. I don't see myself going to this Merchant of Magic, and I very well may not even see a Sweeper. Cultivating obviously plays nice with these Train Stewards being buffed, but I think it's just going to be spikes here. I think I'm just cool with that. Yeah, I think that's good here. It'll get to the point where it's killing upgraded purifiers at the end game, which is excellent. And we're so strong, I click this horde every time. I might click both these hordes. Volatile Gauge. No. No. Base charge is probably fine. It leans into an egg plan, which I would like. Sure. I can reasonably go really hard on shards. I have Spike Sentient. I could take this Invasion Trial. I have Advanced Prototype. I have Wildwood Saps and Bogflies in my start. Pretty crazy. Let's see, how do I approach this? I think it's Bogfly first. Sentient next. Train Steward behind. Cleans it up pretty well, and I just heal her. That's fine. Yeah, no problems. Good, we kill everything. Great news. I'll take healing here. And then it's worth it to just play every Trains through. We got the Priest upgrade, which is kind of funny. It's a lot of damage. I will play the Bogfly, actually. It's worth value here. Sure. It's 25 free damage. Cool. This should be extremely strong. We just play both Wildwood Saps here and we win. Cool. Great news. I'll take a healing. Why not? I will just plug... Actually, it's just Train Steward. Train Steward does 70 damage here. And I kill the back one. It's worth 5 there. Yeah, fine. We're strong. We're very strong. I can be extremely aggro here. We win on this floor. Great news. I don't have to do anything. Cool. Thank you, Train Stewards. Extremely cool. I like early games with advanced prototype. They let me be very aggressive. Steel Enhancer with an infusion. I do see myself leaning that way because I'm seeing this Wurmkin banner. There are 3 units I could reasonably take comfortably. So yeah. Proclamation has an infusion. I don't need a 3rd Bogfly, and Revenge is fine. It's targeted damage, but I have fractures. So I'm just going to take Proclamation. It's infused, and it's very strong. We'll go to the right here. Yeah, we'll go to the right. Merchant of Steel's a large stone, 25 and 10 in it. Wurmkin banner says egg. Sure. I'll play egg here. I could reasonably take First of Kin. Unironically, we have 2 etches right now, but I think Bog Chrysalis is just so much stronger. Fine. I will re-roll this. I have no problems hatching this egg in a few turns right now. The large stone is annoying. Sure, what you got for me? Multi-strike onto my egg? Yeah, that's fun. Cool. And I'll take this horde. You may think that's aggro, but truly, I don't care. I can take 30 shards here. Vapor Funnel? Yeah. These other ones, Winged Indulgence, Mark of a Champion, not really it. Fine. Move on. The early game is extremely obvious to me here. I don't see much concern. Yeah, it is haste combat. I am taking +4 attack here. I realize that could potentially be concerning, but it is just fine. And then I can almost hatch the egg on this floor. What's better? Killing a 9/1 or getting closer? If I could hatch the egg on this turn, I would do it, but I can't. They don't have spikes. Let's see, this 9 will swing into the Sentient, breaking the damage shield, and then they'll swing back 15-3-2. So I'm just going to kill one of these Clergy. It's fine. Cool. We get there. I play Train Steward on bottom. It does die, sadly. But that's okay. I think I actually should respect a little bit here. Take out this thing? Yeah. I don't really need Sentient here. Yeah, I don't need her. This looks grim, but it's fine. We're just gonna play a Train Steward here. Fine. I will kill out the fellow in the back. I'll put a Train Steward in front here. Give the Train Steward HP. Actually, I'm just going to plug this damage in. Reef is good here. Being a little aggressive. But it's okay. I'll take another 50 here. Sure. Take this. Let's see. Yeah, I'll take the infusion up top. Sounds good. And I'll play the Bogfly. Sure. Yeah, we get there. Game is easy. Just completely disrespect everything. Take no damage. You'll love to see it. Infused Razor Sharp Edge. Don't mind if I do. Yep. Pretty straightforward. Infused Echo Transfer. Don't mind if I do. Bog Deep Cocoon. That's funny. I could infuse that into my Bogfly egg? Holy crap. That's really strong, actually. I do see the Kinhos Carapace. If I go Endless Egg, that could be fun. But truly, just having Trample and better stats on my eggs is pretty good. It's pretty good. It is a +1 space. Is it Endless Egg? I mean, seeing an Endless on this next Steel Shop, which I'm definitely going to, would be pretty excellent. I think I reasonably will be able to overhatch an egg, and I have the ability to abuse it with the Echo Transfer, Razor Sharp Edge, Steel Enhancer line. I can also do the infusion next floor, but that maybe is a little bit aggro. But it's probably fine. Bog Deep Cocoon is really good, but Endless Egg is better. Let's see. If I take Endless here... basically the same amount of attack and defense here. I'm basically just paying for the trample. I will take the Kinho's Carapace, actually. I think that is just better here. We'll go to the right, of course. No surprise. Show me Endless. Yeah, okay. Game is easy. Cool. Well, our line is now set in stone. The infusion is now so strong right now that I would rather do it than not, even if it takes me to 55. These other cards I need to respect a little bit. Yeah, don't take this stuff. Fine. Caverns. Oh, this is the really good Ember Stasis, huh? Oh, but Penitent Remains with my Endless Egg is kind of obscene. Actually, this is one of the rare cases where... Huh. Endless Egg benefits so strongly from Penitent Remains. Wow. I have to click it. Yeah, it's... I don't like taking 3 deadweights. In response to that, what am I doing next floor? Removals almost definitely. Merchant of Magic. I think I might want to remove a card. Actually, is where I'm at. Wild... Well, that's weird. What's my worst card? Probably one of the Bogflies? No, I can chill on this, actually. I was going to remove a Train Steward, but then I remembered my Train Stewards are super upgraded. We're very powerful right now. To kind of a disgusting extent, now that I'm thinking about it. Like, Daedalus is disgustingly powerful as well. But, check this. 20 attack. We hatch him. We come close to hatching him. That's crazy. Yeah, he goes up top. Fine. I hatch him this turn. Cool. Yeah, that's pretty good, huh? I'll put the Reap in him. Sure. Let's see. I could fit another one on this floor, actually, if I don't play the Bogfly. So I'll send the Bogfly to the Shadow Realm down here. It's fine. Yeah, they hatch out. Look at their numbers. Yeah, that's pretty good. 45 by 2 with 25 HP. Seems solid. We'll play Restore here, and I'll put this Train Steward middle. He's doing 40 damage. Cool. Now, one thing I would take from this position is actually a... I would not play Proclamation top, by the way. We're doing 300 damage in a Daedalus. That's pretty cozy, I think. I'll hatch here. Yeah, for sure. So one thing I'll take from this point is a better tank for the Bog Egg. Because at this point, Sentient is not intended for this purpose. Her HP is low. Fortunately, it's not Patient. I think we would be able to muscle through Patient with the eggs, but I would have a little bit of concern simply because he would snipe the hell out of this thing, right? I mean, the Sentient is super dead, but it's fine. I just play Egg on bottom, I suppose, now. Weird, a Hatchet, maybe? One more. I don't think there's a world that my Sentient lives here, but it's just going to be fine. Cool, we actually win. So that's pretty funny. We actually just win on bottom floor because our egg is too powerful. Even without anything to put any echoes on that floor. So this should clean up a lot. Okay. I think it... Oh, this is so difficult. All right. We are shown 3 incredibly good choices here. We have Eternal Kinstone, which is infused. That is 2 echoes, one of which is permanent. which is humongous. And then we're shown Unleash the Wildwood, which I absolutely want on this run, to heal up the Sentient on random floors. And then we're shown Unearthed Remains, which is 2 echoes and lets me store more. This is a case where I think the decision is made by where the infused is, which is Eternal Kinstone. It's just too strong to skip. I don't need these other cards. They didn't show me an Awoken Hollow, which is probably the best unit I could have seen. Is First of Kin ever it? No. I mean, at least the Sentient is free to play, right? No, I don't want these. Endless Egg will tank for itself, I suppose. Okay, fine. And now I desperately need energy. I need a lot of things. I need space, I need energy, and I need draw. I might pivot to Cultivating if they show it to me, actually, from this position. Yeah. Yeah, I think I would, actually. Just to give her some more HP. I get 4 behind the Sentient before it's a problem, which is nice. I don't think it's space yet. I have so many deadweights in this deck, 5 of them. Draw is going to be really important. I think it's draw energy because I will be able to -1 some crap. Yeah, we'll take draw first then, I think is correct, just so I see my cards. I will go left here. I don't think a dupe is correct at this point, although duping the Eternal Kinstone is pretty busted, but I need these removals. Yeah, and the magic shop is nice too. It's probably... Wildwood Custodian is gone here, and then Bogfly is gone here. The Train Stewards cost 1s. Actually, I'll remove a Train Steward now, actually. Thinking about it a little more. Take -1s where I can get them. Eternal Kinstone, 110%. I can't re-roll this. -2, huh? Nothing benefits. 10 in Piercing. It's really good on Proclamation. It's really good on Proclamation. This is a uniquely beneficial number to hit. 100 is the threshold you want for a piercing spell. This is important because Elite Steel Wings have exactly 100 HP, and they also usually show up on Spell Shield waves, and they also show up with 130 armor. So being able to just off the tank on a wave is extremely strong, and we're very powerful right now, so I will take this when it's shown. This, I think, is competitive against a +30 on this card. +30 only takes you to 200. I say only. It's really good. 200 is an excellent number. It clobbers 180s and all sorts of things. But this card is also just uniquely strong with piercing as well. So I'll do this. I go to 65. It's fine. This value stone is not worth it. I will take a -1 here. -1s are big value. 20 in consume? No. Save my money. Permafrost is not it either. Explosive, so I stick with Sentient on spikes for now. I should go to almost every removal they show me. I don't need a steel shop for anything, huh? A dupe? What would the dupe be on ring 5? Just Eternal Kinstone is 0, actually. It's very powerful. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, let's send it. We're good. I don't know. We'll see what we do next. Mark of Invasion is free. I'll take free money. Base charge is huge value here, by the way. I'm a big fan of how this turned out. Just look at this. 4 echoes off of that. We hatch on turn 1. Congrats, we did it. Awesome. So good. We play the egg now in front because it's tankier, and I'm gonna put Fracture for money here. And honestly, this Echo Transfer is actually free, by the way, because of the Eternal Kinstone. Sure. I'm basically looking for survivability at this point on the Sentient, is all I want. I'll take that. And I will take the Restore, and I'm going to kill my Bogfly. Yeah, we're going to take a ton of damage. I think we lose the Sentient here, almost certainly. Not yet. Huh. It's pretty good. Will hatch on this turn, which is excellent. Take Train Steward and the Bogfly here. Do some hits. It's a lot of damage we're getting out of Penitent Remains with these Train Stewards. They hit for 40. They're so powerful. We should chew through upstairs. Yeah, we just absolutely chew the hell out of that. I can hatch on this turn too. Wow, that's good. We clear top floor, no issues. I think we win on bottom here. Almost. If I play the egg, I think I do. Yeah, I totally do. Which is hilarious. I'm just going to kill one of these backline fellows, make this easier. Put the Train Steward in. Put me in, coach. They're cool. Combat is easy. 65 shards, no big deal. These numbers are ridiculous right now. Yes, I'll take Focus Growth. It's infused. It's a big heal. Restoring Retreat gets an honorable mention for overstacking a floor with eggs, but truly, if I just fill every floor with this thing hatched, we win no matter what. Bramble Lash is also pretty good here. It does 200 damage out of the gate, but the healing is what I want. Soul Siphon is what I want. It fills out echoes. I will happily trade Ember Drain for this. Hell yeah. We're going to have a thick deck no matter what we do, sadly. Hellvent. This event is okay. I don't need the Merchant of Steel, and I don't need the Pyre Health. We'll go to the right. I see a good Hellvent here. Caverns. Show me an upgrade. Remnant Pact? I could Remnant Pact Sentient. Hell yeah. Absolutely I will Remnant Pact Sentient. And then I'm going to dupe Eternal Kinstone here. For sure. I don't even need to look at anything. They could have put a spell chain in here and I wouldn't have done it. Purge is pretty okay, but I Purge. And none of these. 30 magic power. We're at what, 65? Let's think about shards briefly. I'll take the Horde on ring 8. That's 80. 80. I could go to the dupe on ring 8 and dupe the Proclamation for 5. That's 85. And then I just take a 15 from where? The Temple on ring 7? Sure, that seems fine. I think we're cruising. I'm not worried about this at all. I don't want to call it a high roll, but when you have an egg that says Multi-Strike Endless Kinhost Carapace, you're kind of winning, especially when you have base charge and Penitent Remains. I can't imagine losing from this position. We're just in such a dominant state that, yeah, oh no, Crystal Cloak, take the trial, whatever. Like, I don't even have to think about it too terribly much. Yeah, turn 1 Eternal Kinstone is probably pretty okay. We hatch it on turn 1 for sure. Hey, look, we did it. I'll take draw. I want to draw 2 cards next turn. Great job. We did it. Now, the next question. Can I get Collector somehow? No, I can't. I only hit 2 times here, and this kills the 3rd one, so this would kill the Marksman here, and then this thing would attack twice into these 2. Yeah, there's no way around that, sadly, so we ignore it. No money for us. That's a real shame. We had a lot of cards we could have drawn that would have solved this too. That's fine. It's fine. I'll put the Endless into... Oh, what? I can put it in Sentient here, but she'll never get played because we're going to overflow the floor. Do I just Soul Siphon for 3 Ember Drain? It's actually... It just hatches the egg in a weird turn of events. It doesn't really... I'm going to kill this thing on middle. That's good. It says hatch the egg immediately, which I like. But we're not going to do that. I think the Ember Drain is wrong. Take the fill on middle here, which will be the next location I play it. Yeah, we just played big numbers here. They need 3 up top. Nailed it. Send the Bogfly on bottom. Cool. Alright, well, top floor clears, for sure. Yeah, we lose Sentient. And I'm just fine with that, right? It's, what is this, 16, 17, it's 33. I can never get her above that number. What, 22? It's going to have a lot of... I could tank this with the Bogfly and then have 32 coming in. It's unfortunate. It will actually just get chunked out, huh? Our top floor will cruise, but sadly that does not get a kill. Or does not hatch, rather. Yeah, sad. Oh well. No big deal. This does open up the top floor for the egg again. So we just have an egg run. Just play egg. Boop. It dies, but live, die, repeat. It's okay. Train Steward's actually really important here, by the way. It has enough HP to survive that 3rd hit and actually kill something. I'm going to put Wildwood Sap into the 2nd egg. I'm being extremely disrespectful of this combat, but we're so powerful, I just don't care. Yeah, so playing egg bottom is throwing. I need to actually egg top here. Yes. And then I kinstone top. Cool. And then I double reap bottom and acknowledge I don't deal with Crystal Cloak's HP at all. It's fine. It's fine. We get the Proclamation. I take a heal here. Put this there, it's fine. We have enough HP on the floor. I'm not terribly worried about this. Yeah, we just cruise this. We have way too much HP for it to chug through, so fine. Yeah, it doesn't stand a chance. 1 rounded. Great news. Cool. I could take another focus growth. I think it's wrong. I want them, but I'd rather make 1 cheaper, and 2 cost really dissuades me from doing that, so I'm going to skip it. Oh, Return Soul? Don't mind if I do. Just burn cards, infuse them, play them again. It's too bad it's not infused itself, otherwise it would be excellent. I actually don't think it does anything useful for me here. It's essentially just a 0-cost version of some spell I've already played. On the other hand, it does let me get back Eternal Kinstone or infuse a Wildwood Sap. It is correct to take it. I have 34 cards. My deck is way too big. Show me removals now. Oh boy. Horde and Merchant of Magic is better here. I want to make things cheaper. Maybe I see a holdover. Yeah, fine. Mark of an Exile is incredible with the Sentient. Yeah. That's good. That is a good thing to hit. Double stack. No, I want to save my money for useful things. I want to make focus growth essentially free here if possible. 20 in consume. No, it's fine. Remove consume? No. I'll make focus growth free, I think. And I'm going to burn Ember, or money rather, to remove cards. Let's see, Bogfly is pretty bad. Train Steward, I think Train Steward and Bogfly are kind of on par with each other here. The only reason Train Steward is slightly worse in my opinion is 1 Ember, because 1 Ember makes it very difficult to play, but it also benefits from Penitent Remains in a way that Bogfly doesn't. I'm gonna buy another removal on its other Bogfly. Get me down to 31 again, please. I now need to go to pretty much every... Oh man, that's tough. All my removals are on Steel Shop sides. Sad. See, I have to take the 15 here for 80. 95, and then I dupe the... Where is it? Proclamation for 5. Or maybe whatever I upgrade here. Yeah, that's fine. I don't need this money, I don't think. It doesn't provide enough value here. Yeah, we're going to destroy Fel. As I look over and make sure I'm actually recording. Whew, alright, good. I test these every single time before I start recording. I always demo record, and just to make sure that I can hear myself. But it's still paranoid. It's at 90 HP is really good. It's still very scary. By the way, I didn't explicitly call it out, but Ember Drain on the egg because I hatch it on turn 1. Really strong. I want to keep the echoes flowing up top. Okay. We hatch already once. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 3 echoes here. I could just play it middle and do a hatch, right? This way I get... The nice thing about this is it lets me put a stronger Bog Chrysalis up top later. And all I have to do now is play 1 into it and it hatches. Cool. I want to draw more cards. I will take the Restore. I will put Train Steward in front here. It'll eventually die, but it will tank for it and do some damage. Cool. Yeah, so this is good. Now we play this in front here. Or actually in back, because it's going to do a ton more damage. I could hatch on this turn. It's probably worth it. I was just debating I could hatch or I could play the Echo Transfer here and make it stronger for later, but we already do enough. I would rather just output a whole bunch more of these things. We clear middle, by the way. Thank you, Bogfly Egg. Very powerful. Opens up a spot there. Great news. I'll put the egg in front down here. I will also toss the Eternal Kinstone here. I'm going to play and pull back. Honestly, the Eternal Kinstone, right? I only need to play 1 more. This auto hatches here, which is great news. Fun. I'll get rid of the Train Steward finally. Doing 600 to fell, by the way. I'm not worried. Mid 4 hatches. Start playing on bottom floor now. It's funny. This proclamation is free. On middle, sure, why not? Put the fracture into fell, sure. We don't hatch on bottom, but we come close. Yeah, it turns out we're pretty strong here, I think. Doing another 500 in the fell. It's pretty good. We hatch on bottom again. We kill on bottom out of Relentless, which is... yeah, it's pretty unbelievable, huh? The base attack on this egg is 133, by the way, thanks to Penitent Remains combined with the Kinhost Carapace Essence. This doesn't matter. We win. Awesome job. So, Fel did not stand a chance. This run is very powerful. Cycle of Life, Wurmkin's Spike, and Symphony of a Soul. These are all not cards I want. I don't need more. Cycle of Life is good, but it's too expensive, and I'd rather my -1s go into something else. Yeah. I don't need space, necessarily. Space doesn't get me another egg up top, is the important one. Because you hatch 2 and you get 4, 6 space already out overflowing by 1. I just take removals, Train Stewards leave next. It's interesting because I could go... let's see, Hellvent here. I could go to the Merchant of Magic up here, take the Caverns, and then dupe... and then removals on ring 8. Go to 29 cards. Or getting rid of the Train Stewards finally. 29 cards? I could reasonably take draw, actually, right? It's interesting because I think Ember's really good, but I don't need it necessarily. I am fighting Diligent, I suppose I should mention. He does technically make my egg stronger because of Penitent Remains. I think Ember is safer because I'm replaying an egg every turn and I'm leaving cards on the table right now. So I think it is just Ember here. Draw is very powerful. Now, what I am going to do is I'm going to go left for the magic shop, make some things cheaper, and then I'll take the removals on ring 8. Yeah, I think this is fine. The -1's into what? Razor Sharp gets one of them. It's not actually that good, right? It's just 1 -1. I could put like a +10 -1 into a Restore or something. It's fine. Cavern could be decent. The Merchant of Steel is dead on the right. I would just be going for the Vortex. Yeah, I'll go left. It's fine. We'll look at the event first because it might cost me HP and I can get it back immediately. Huh. Gift of Gratitude, Heaven's Gold, or Petty Theft? It's too late for Petty Theft, and it's not infused, so I don't want it. I don't want a card out of this, so I'll just take Heaven's Gold and have 84 Fire Attack, which is fine. I need the 15 here, Spell Chain. Spell Chain Eternal Kinstone is apparently a very powerful. Let's look in here first, though. No holdovers. I will take a -1 in a Razor Sharp, as I said. I'll then take a +10 into a Restore, like I said. Remove Consume? Nope. We do see a holdover on this run. What would I hold over? Holdover Proclamation is pretty strong. Holdover Eternal Kinstone? This is weird because Eternal Kinstone is great the first few times you play it, and after that, it loses value quickly because I don't need that many echoes on a floor. So I think I'm going to Spell Chain a Kinstone and put my holdover elsewhere. Probably in Proclamation. This is just such a good card. Yeah. I think that's good. I'll take the -1 into something. Probably the upgrade of Restore here. Yeah, sure. Okay. Let's look over here. Spell Chain goes into an Eternal Kinstone for sure. I don't need to worry too much about the Echo Transfer. I realize that is a juicy target for holdover, but our damage is already through the roof. There is no reason to do that. Dark Forge. Cultivating. I will pivot Cultivating here. You may ask why. Oh, it's tough, actually. Will I? Oh. So, with Mark of an Exile, we do get up to 135 regardless, even with only level 1 Cultivating. But I could just play Sentient on the bottom floor on Diligent. And it kills backlines for me. And it's really good for that. I'm really attracted to it for the draw +1, though. Going to 7 draw with 31 cards in my deck is so good. I'm going to do this. I think the pivot is correct, actually. In this unique case. Holdover, I said, would go into Proclamation, for sure. I recognize it eats echoes, but I also think that's just fine. It's a very good use of it. And I'll chill on my money here. I will actually buy a Purge, I think. It's better than duping the holdover, that card that I just saw. So I just Purge Fracture. I'm pretty confident. Yeah, it's just Fracture. Cool, and that gets me to 105 on Divinity. I don't need to worry too much. Unless they show me something incredible, I'm not going to do a dupe or whatever. Yeah, alright, let's go. That's 30 cards in my deck. Spell Shield. I don't care. The only thing that does spell damage is piercing. Cool. Good chat. It's conduits. We even got... Oh my god, this turn 1 is disgusting. Oh my gosh. Alright, egg first. Because we're hatching it absolutely. Check this. Yeah, 135 on her is very good, by the way. It lets me do this pivot comfortably. Watch this top floor. Oof, buddy. That's a lot. I'm going to actually play the Restore here, and then I'm going to put this middle. That's powerful. We're going to hatch a bunch of times. Sadly, the Reap blocks this, but it's a-okay. Oh, he dies actually, huh? Perfect. Sentient gets the Remnant Pact here. Yeah, and I will play the Train Steward and back here to swing 40, and I'm going to take the Focus Growth, of course, up top. For sure. Cool. Top floor, we see the Proclamation, which just ends something. Yeah, just ends that thing. I play the egg now up top because I can now do Echo Transfer for free into it. And I should be able to get 3. Yeah, I can. 1, 2, 3 for the hatch. Our buddy dies on middle because this floor is doing an absolute truckload of damage. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's dead. Oh, actually, it's just super death, right? Yeah, it's fine. We kill the Wilt Wings at least, which is nice. Cool. Top floor is powerful. Not really concerned about this floor in the least. This is actually a lot of incoming damage, huh? I should be able to hatch him here, right? No, we still lose him. That is crazy incoming damage, huh? Take the restore here. I'll take a buff on him, sure. It's fine. Our top floor is very powerful. Alright, Soul Siphon, get in there. We will pull back a card, for sure. I'm going to return Soul something here. Probably just the Eternal Kinstone with Spell Chain, right? This is another case where you just don't need that many of these cards for this to be really powerful. You just don't. Sure. Doesn't matter. Oh no, I spent the charge that doesn't matter. We're gonna win on bottom floor, probably. Comes close. Oh, it's because of the multi-strike, isn't it? I should reap that. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna reap that for sure. He swings. Yeah, he does a lot of damage here. That's fine. We'll heal up top. Sure. Let's see. If I 3x2 kills, so I can play Proclamation here and still kill it. Cool. Okay. Still managed to get 600 damage in there, which is pretty impressive. Did I hatch this here? Yeah, totally. He wins. All right, good job. Go team. We've done it. Well done. He hatches and then he kills. Cool. Great job. No fear. Zero fears. Pyre grow. You always just see an answer to your Ember problems. This is why you don't pick Ember, damn it. It's fine. Will I take Pyre grow though? Honestly, no. I have enough Ember. I have a 7th draw thanks to Sentient here. We just skip this. I don't need this. Ensnare if I was scared, but I'm not. Broken Memories. It's pretty good. It's infused. I need to not take cards, I don't think, though. Forced Contamination is pretty powerful here, all things considered. Once I have the Kinstones set up. But I need to not click cards. I think we're already really, really powerful. I don't really need to do anything fancy. We go to the left. Removals are strong. Yeah. Maybe I see Pyrestone Housing or something. No. I'm going to remove the 2 Train Stewards now. They have served very well. Take the Horde. Gnarled Root. Well, that's not very good. It's just plus 20 attack on the Sentient. Firewall is probably it. Sure. I will reroll the Trinket Shop. There's nothing good here. Sinner Salve. is... yeah. Cool. Multi-strike. It's too bad they didn't show me the thing I wanted. The dupe goes into... it could be anything at this point, right? I actually think if I'm going to pick one card here, it's going to be the 0-cost Focus Growth. The Spell Chain on the Kinstone means I don't need to do it again. And I don't need to take the Proclamation dupe. I don't need that 5 because I took the Purge card before. So I'd rather just a big heal that draws me a bunch of stuff. Accelerates me through my deck of 5 deadweights. Yeah, it's draw positive, so it's really good. Bio removal, but why? Heaven's Gold value if anything does leak. 105 out of 100. I think this is enough. Yeah, okay, fair enough. 105 out of 100. Let's kill Diligent. This is a for sure win for me, in my opinion. I don't see a world this loses. The egg strategy is too powerful. Oh, you ready to see this, friends? I love that 0-cost Vengeful Shard. Alright, check this. Okay, pal. Oh, wait, what? It checks my deck? It doesn't... huh, I only got a plus 10 there. Look at this, let's watch. Yeah, it's only a plus 10. That's interesting. So, this is a new thing for me. Penitent Remains only checks your actual deck, not your in-combat deck. Really bizarre, huh? I should have played Sentient on bottom, by the way, but I disrespected because Sinner Self now. I wanted to vocalize why I did that, right? It's a case of if I had not seen Sinner Self, it would be on bottom for sure, but at this point, I don't care. Let's see, what do I burn here? I'm gonna burn... Restore, probably. There's an argument for Kinstone? No, there's not. Because it gives an echo as well. Yeah, we'll do this. It's what, 2 to hatch? Cool. We get there. Sure, hold it over. It slows down my draws, but I don't really care all that much here. Like, Sentient's fine. I play, and we already kill everything up there, so what's the deal? I'm gonna consume, honestly, the Proclamation. We don't need it on this combat. Yeah. We already cleared top, in which case I'm gonna charge. This thing does not have a lot of life here, though. It's only been played a couple times. Yeah. I need to play it a few more times for it to actually stack to a point where it's winning. So we'll put it here then. I will Spell Chain the hell out of this floor. Sure, that hatches it immediately. Great news. Cool. And now its HP is getting to a prime point. Play Soul Siphon middle. This is a weak floor, so I'll put this in play. Take the Steel Enhancer. It hatches. Heal the Sentient. I'm going to... it hatches, so it eats all the echoes. So I'm going to reap the Light Wings on bottom. And the Wilt Wings on bottom. Sure. Cool. It hatches. Great news. Let's see. Sentient gets the Wildwood Sap. And the Focused Growth for sure. I'm going to hatch this on bottom now, I think. Yeah, that's good. That's good news. Now, I would like to pull back something that powers it up a ton. So we're just going to pull back the Eternal Kinstone. This is actually a great use for this because the Return Soul reduces the Spell Chain copy down to 0. Not that I'm worried about Ember, but like I was saying, you don't need that many permanent echoes on this run for this to go out of control. I can hatch it again on bottom if I play this bottom, so I will. We are very powerful. This ramps up very fast. get rid of our blights. Cool. I'm playing the egg on bottom. I could play it middle. It's fine. I don't really care that much. We'll play it bottom here. Cool. I will put some stats into it. And then I will put 3 echoes on this floor. 2 hatch. We already cleared top. I'm not worried about it. Cool. Stealth is going to be annoying. Otherwise, I would be doing a lot of free damage into Seraph here. But it's just fine. Lay the egg again. Bottom floor is looking pretty strong here. I'll burn the Razor Sharp at this point. Don't need it anymore. And then we take the Reap onto Seraph to hatch it again. I take my HP into Sentient here. Big card draw turn. This bottom floor is going to demolish Relentless. Oh, that's a good floor, huh? Yeah, we technically had a floor up here as well, huh? Technically, there was a floor. I'm playing cards. It doesn't matter. Yeah, there was technically a top floor as well, but this bottom floor is now doing 10 million damage a turn. Thank you, Egg. Extremely cool. Just big chomp energy. Great news. On the Divinity, I have no problems with replacing the eggs when the Wurmlings die, which is really funny. This is a very strong strategy, and I just love playing it because it's so good, and it's so easy to overlook when you're new at Wurmkin, huh? It's a bad first draw. We've had really good first turn draws this whole time, and we're finally getting a really bad one. So I'm going to put the Sentient middle here, because we get swept out pretty quickly with this draw order otherwise. I will return Soul and get another Consume card there, fine. Yeah, like we would not be able to hatch this egg and it would be bad. Remnant Pact in play is strong. I'll put the Kinstone in action. I can play the transfer. Draw cards. I might leak here just because the Apprentices of Light are damage shield friends. Okay, show me some good cards now. Yeah, okay, good cards. Clean. Let's see, 23. This is what, 22 damage coming in? Alright, top floor hatches. Cool. What are we looking at? Sentient is almost definitely dying. The Endless, there's a reason I picked that. We want a Kinstone up top for a hatch. I'll give her the Wildwood Sap for now. And then another Kinstone up top, I think. I will put some damage here. Or some HP, rather. Yeah, I'll put it down there. It's fine. I will be playing something there. We take one swing up here. Oh no, I have Vapor Funnel, and it's the first time I've used Vapor Funnel in this entire game. Okay. Mid-floor looking pretty grim. We're getting run over there pretty hard. Yeah, for sure. Let's Proclamate middle. Helps a fair bit. I don't think I can ever save the Sentient. 38 is one hit, one hit, one hit, one hit, dying on the Divinity itself. It's actually really good though, because it means she swings spikes into some other things. I will put an egg up top. I will buff the egg. And I will hatch the egg. I will Wildwood Sap the middle Bogfly here. We finally get a chance to use this Endless to full advantage here. Yeah. Okay, we at least clear one of them. Sentient's back. We clear top. Great news. Putting Sentient in middle again. Really good, actually. Very solid. I can actually tank this whole round on the egg. Cool. Pretty powerful. We're doing 700 there. I can kill the spikes fellow here. Cool, yeah, it's good. Do a cool 400 there. I want to redraw cards. I'm going to put the Echo up top floor, I think. Yeah. I'm going to lose this egg for sure. And it's just going to have to be okay. Yeah, we lose him. Although, I could save him. Oh no, I redrew. Never mind. It's fine. I lose the egg. It's okay. Middle floor looking pretty solid here. Endless Sentient. This is there a world? Let's see. This is Reap. Yeah, actually, I just killed a Spikes person here, which is powerful. I will return soul back that Fracture. Put that into something. Yeah. And then kill the Spikes, the enemy in front here. I know that opens up this, but that's okay. I play another card here, and we get it. I will now Eternal Kinstone up top. Put some HP into one of these flies. Yeah, it's fine. The top floor will clean up without too much concern. I can just replay the Sentient when she dies. We're in a good position here. I can now face tank this with Egg. Yeah, Egg will also hatch. By doing this. Great news. If I put a lot of Ember Drain I'm taking next turn, huh? Put Proclamation middle. It's a good idea. Yeah, that's a lot into the back. I will now charge middle a little bit. The Sentient floor is pretty solid. It really exists just to soften things up and clear backlines, which it does really well. That's cool. And the top floor is the cleanup crew. Now, they are going to be low on life. I will be double focus growthing up top to give them HP, and they're doing a ton of work into the Divinity. This is not actually a very strong Relentless floor. It's one of the reasons I didn't set up here for my Sentient setup. If I can replay Sentient on that next combat, it will be really good. Sure. Egg hatch. I think we now start hatching bottom, assuming I can actually afford anything next turn. What, 3 Ember Drain? Huh? Not bad, actually. Focus growth up top, save. Save. Doing 1,300 here. Actually perfect that the Sentient dies here. We play the Egg now. I give the Egg Heal Enhancer and it hatches. Sweet. I take Proclamation, and I'll put the damage into the back here. It's fine. Sure. Alright, we see the next of the big heals next turn. Yeah, Sentient goes down, keeps middle floor kicking. Focus growth, the back one. We kill a Divinity on this turn, by the way. Yeah, Divinity is extremely dead. Fun. We also hatch on bottom. We kill everything on the train, is what we have learned. Cool. Yeah, everything on the train dies. Great job. Alright, turns out eggs are pretty strong. Thank you, Wurmkin. Very cool. Sweet. Alright, and that is number 76 in the bag. Wurmkin, solid. Yeah, pretty solid run. I don't want to call it a high roll, but it's kind of like a upper average mid roll a little bit. Endless Egg with the multi-strike. The high roll would have been seeing Hardened Hull there. Hardened Hull would have been nonsense levels of survivability. So, ping. Right, let's back out and go to the run summary. Yeah, Hardened Hull would have been the real high roll here. Just truly disrespectful levels of hatching of eggs. The Divinity, it looked fine. We had a lot of eggs in play. We were doing it. It wasn't much of an issue. Nothing really leaked. The only thing that walked had... You know, I never talked about this when it came up, but the Vapor Funnel Heaven's Gold roll is obscene in its own right. We walked out with 485 gold, which meant we were doing 88 damage for free. We also had Firewall. Our run was really strong. Like, don't get me wrong, really strong. Hardened Hull would have been the true legendary tier roll, but this is pretty strong. I think this definitely constitutes a high roll. It was pretty clean, straightforward all the way through. Yeah, I mean, if I'm winning the run in an hour and 5 minutes, less than an hour on the clock in game, then you know that's pretty good. You also know that I play Endless Egg more than probably most players are, so I know how to pilot it very well. The Penitent Remains? Yeah, yeah, this is the perfect opportunity for it. We also learned some cool tech. Well, not really tech, but we learned a neat interaction I didn't realize that Penitent Remains is triggering based on your starting deck, not your in combat deck. I think that makes sense. It makes sense to me because otherwise, if I played a unit on a turn when an enemy puts a curse on top of my deck, it would make Penitent Remain stronger. So they get around this by simply making them. Well, no, those are Scourge cards. They're not Blights. I don't know. Maybe this is actually a bug. It's kind of inconsistent that it behaves this way when something like Ember Stasis will still trigger the 120 when you play it. Yeah, that's actually kind of odd. So I think this is actually maybe a bug. It's kind of minor. It represented only something like +2 attack here and there. It didn't matter, but we learned it nonetheless. So interesting. Fair enough. As far as the run goes, the Sentient is really good here for kind of just doing its own thing. The spikes 20 was plenty. I wanted the +1 draw with the cultivate, so that was a good pivot. I don't think I would have done this without the Mark of an Exile, by the way. That extra 50% is what makes Sentient capable of staying alive. 130 HP, 135 specifically, is respectable. The Endless did matter on the Divinity specifically. I kind of knew it would, because without full spikes, she gets hit twice by Light Wings, right? So she takes 50 there. And without full spikes, there are a couple others that technically live as well. So this is a detriment. I don't think you normally would do this pivot, but having the Mark of an Exile and the Penitent Remains with so many dead weights meant that I really wanted to draw power from this, and it was worthwhile. So I think you could have won all the same with Spikes 3, by the way, but this meant that I was more consistent. And my draw order on the Divinity did suck, by the way. It was pretty rough. We didn't get an immediate hatch. We didn't get the immediate kinstone. So, whereas most of our other combats, we were seeing one of these in our opening hand, which just goes out of control so fast. Proclamation did work. It's a good card with this. You saw it clear out a tank on the Divinity pretty comfortably. Just a case study in why +10 in piercing is really solid on it. 100 damage is a real good number to hit. So, with piercing specifically, I think that's an important qualifier there. Otherwise, I just took good cards that said infused or made things infused. Kinstone's a good one. Everything else is strong. Yeah, Focus Growth did a lot of work. Big draw power, good heals. It made my top floor stay alive. Truly, I could have just replaced them too. Didn't really matter that much, but it's all good. So yeah, sweet, good run. And that is number 76 in the backpack, or wherever the hell I'm going to put it. So yeah, that's about as much as I'm going to say there. So hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like or a dislike if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.